one of my most favorite holidays, not because I can never find anything green in my wardrobe. I don't know why, because green is one of my favorite colors. Anyway, we want to welcome you to the Trendsetter Warehouse and Barry's brand new presentation of spring yarns. We thought it was a fun way to kick off spring, to kick off the new yarns and this great holiday. And all of you will be receiving some goodies in the mail when this is all over, unless you're in store, and then you can pick them up in store. Probably for you guys, it'll be right around Thursday-ish. I'll try to get in there Tuesday to get everything put back together, but give me a little time on that. Anyway, I don't want to waste any time on this. I want you to see everything that's fabulous. If there's time afterwards, Theresa will take you on a little kind of a tour of the warehouse really quickly. But today, everything in the warehouse for you is 20% off. So you get a chance to partake in everything, and it's what's in stock, and you can have whatever you want. If we do need to special order it, yes, it will still be at 20% off, but we just thought it was a good chance for you to be able to see what's going on in the warehouse. And we always know that Barry has such a phenomenal breadth of product and designs, and he hasn't disappointed this year. So everybody enjoy. Pressure is on Barry. All right, with no further ado, I introduce Barry Klein, the president, CEO, head honcho of Trendsetter Yarns.
Garbage remover, you know, we do it all around here. Hi, everybody. I think I know almost everybody, and if I don't, well, welcome to Trendsetter. Just real quickly, Karen and I have been friends and worked together for, I won't say the number of years because it'll age us, but we've been friends forever. We've worked together forever. We've designed together. And there's nothing better than that kind of a friendship. When we need something, we're our support group and we're in yarn selling together. And so this is a great opportunity for me to show you some of what we're doing. And I've got my model. This is Vanna, welcome. So we're going to talk a little bit about what's new this season, and what they've done is both lines, Trendsetter and Lana Grossa, they've made it so that it's like a universal season. Instead of it being only spring and only cotton, they've done a lot of yarns that have a little bit of wool in them, because often we worry that cottons get too heavy or they don't have enough memory and they grow. So they've thrown in a little bit of wool or a little bit of alpaca just to help open up the fiber, clarify the color, and to give it some longevity. So we're going to start with Theresa. So this was a yarn that they did last season, and it was very, very successful. It's a blend of cotton and viscose, and I'll see if I can get you to see. There we go. What they've done is the viscose part of it is beige instead of white. And then they twist the cotton around it, and only the cotton is dyed. So it has the look of linen, but there is no linen. It's got great drape. And we've just done some really free-form things. You get to pick your colors. You can decide on how wide and oversized you want it if you want it. It's very boxy, and we've done that a lot also this season. Things are a little more boxy. Throw it on, run out the door. You don't have to worry about your shoulders fitting, everything fitting in place. Super, super yarn. Really, really lightweight. Did we bring the squares?
Oh, we're good.
Okay. In the same yarn, which we did this last season as well. So this is one ball each of 11 colors. And it's really fun to pick all the colors. This season, they've added 12 new colors. So they've gone into bright colors, they've gone into deeper earth colors, and it's just boxes of stockinette and reverse stockinette. And because of the success of this, they've now extended the kind of designs that they're doing with it. And this is a Lana Grossa pattern. And Theresa got the new. So same stitch pattern, it's boxes, but they're bigger. Fewer colors, instead of 11, I think it's taken down to 9 colors. It's more oversized, and in their pattern, they offer 2 different color combinations, but truthfully, you can pick one ball each of a bunch of colors, and you can't ever go wrong. And that's
This is such a great sweater.
difference.
So as a cardigan,
So as a cardigan, it comes out longer, covers a little more of the tush, and bigger boxes, but it weighs nothing. I can take it and crumple this up. If you're a cruiser or traveler, it packs up to nothing. It's a nice needle size and it just feels great. The other nice part about it is that both of these are Sunday Night Delights this week. So you should see an email, hopefully sometime today if it's for Sunday night. So.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Now the pressure's on Mike.
Yeah, no pressure. That's okay.
So anyways.
This yarn is so beautiful and it's so lightweight.
Yeah.
I think we sold out of this twice when we did it originally. So all of you who bought the pullover now need various colors as the cardigan.
The other thing I will say is that this is something I would wear. Okay, I don't often or ever knit anything for myself, but as a cardigan, the sizing goes up to man's size, the lengths are good, and the colors, there's colors for every season. So I probably will take this yarn home tonight, unless you all buy it all, and then I'll have this for me. So anyways, Sunday Night Delight, the Theresa boxes, cardigan and pullover.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
One of the other new yarns is a yarn called Riccio. This is one of the new Lana Grossa yarns. And they wanted to do something that looked like terry cloth. So it has a core, it's the binder in the middle, and it's got cotton wrapped around it. So you can see the texture. You can still tell your knits and purl stitches. But even with that, you've got a subtle texture. So this is a bigger needle because of the texture. We kept the designs very simple. Again, stockinette and reverse stockinette. We've not gone complicated. Take the yarn, cast it on, get it done, and enjoy it. You can wear the sides open so that you have a tush vent for those of us who need a tush vent.
Have a tush.
You get the vent in there, but it's just a real classic yarn. And this is something that I know they will keep in their collection.
What was the name of this yarn? I didn't hear that part.
This is Riccio, R-I-C-C-I-O, which translates to
Riccio.
rich.
Oh, well, let's put it on.
Yep. You wear it and you feel rich.
Lovely. It's such a happy, like melon kind of candle.
Yeah, the color. Also new for Lana Grossa. Normally, no matter what the season is, they do things really brown and earthy. This season, they went bright. There's oranges and fuchsias. Oh, yes, you can.
Cute.
That's a great sweater on you.
Yeah, this is fun. I love the simplicity of this. Everybody who knits knows that this is easy, but when you wear it out in public, people are like, wow, that's so cool, my ear.
The other part that's neat about this is that, so they split the boxes, and I've had people ask me over and over, so what about where I fit into the sweater? The truth is, I just finished a show yesterday. We had about 30 people try this on, and no matter how full busted you are or where you are inside your sweater, this breaks at the right spot. Okay, it never became a line that went right across
the
where you
booties.
might not want it. So
Yeah,
just a really great line and easy to become a cardigan.
Oh yeah.
So just separate your fronts and we put a crocheted edge on there, would be a great cardigan and become a year-round cardigan. So this is Riccio.
I imagine lots of amazing colors.
Yeah. Yep.
Like duh.
So on our website on trendsetteryarns.com, you can go on there and in the search bar, if you type in Riccio, type in the name of the yarn, it will show you all the colors. There's a pattern search bar, and we have pattern numbers for everything that we're showing you today. Mike is putting together a little booklet that will be up on the website probably tomorrow, and it will show you a list and links to all the sweater patterns that we're doing today as well.
Yeah, you could also just do a quick screenshot of something that you see on the screen that you like, and then you could text it to me or email it to me and say, okay, I don't remember what this is, but I really want it, so help me. And we'll help you. And Robin can help you with that as well, or Karen as well. So it's,
And then we have
it's
to hope
never
that we
too late.
remember.
Yeah.
Well, we have a
part of
screenshot.
fun.
Screenshot it is a good idea.
Screenshots.
Really good.
Ooh,
You don't want to
that's pretty.
test my memory. So this is one of the yarns from Lana Grossa called Promesa. It means promise. And what's really fun about it is the construction. So it has 10% nylon, which is a cage. And inside is raw cotton. So many of you have seen those kinds of yarns from Lana Grossa in the past. They've done them really, really thick. In this case, it's worsted weight, about 5 stitches to the inch, maybe closer to Aaron, depending on the needle size and the pattern stitch. So between 4.5 and 5. And in this case, we've done a vertical rib. The rib is done with knit in the row below, and then rows of garter stitch just to separate it. But it is spongy. I'm working on a sweater from the neck down right now out of it, and I've loved every minute of it. It just feels fantastic.
I want this one on.
Yeah, yeah, this one's not going to come off.
Good stuff. And it's green.
It almost feels like cashmere because of the nylon cage. The fiber is really light, so for cotton, for a 50-gram ball, it has great yardage to it.
This is
That
cute,
looks great.
right?
Yeah, it's very, very simple.
Cute.
It also could be a cardigan. A couple people over the weekend asked me, okay, what if I just want an accessory out of it? Cast on the stitches from the back and just knit yourself a wrap. It's just over and over. Just keep repeating the pattern. Bind off when you get it to the length that you want. It's simple, it's easy, but it's a fun pattern, and you will fall in love with this yarn.
This is pretty.
Yeah,
This
this
feels
is one
good
of them
too.
that's going to fit into their classics. It will be part
Yeah.
of their line for many, many years now. That I know for sure.
Good stuff. Good stuff. This is cute.
It is cute.
Word around the office.
And it's called what? Pearl Mesa?
Pro Mesa, Pro
Pro
Mesa, Pro Mesa.
Got it.
Cute. Good colors too. Lots of good colors. See all that good stuff? Good stuff. Yeah. Good stuff. Sorry. Okay.
You can just keep that on.
I know, right? I'll just wear this a little longer.
And then we've done a sweater that uses Diversa. So this is the Sunday Night Delight yarn. And it's been blended with Mosaico. So it's the Italian phrase for mosaic. It self-stripes all on its own. But because of the fiber content, part of it stays with a little bit of a creamy white, and then it's got bright colors that go through it. And it tells its own color story. So it starts out with Diversa, then it gets a little bit of striping where they blend into each other. It goes to Promesa, it blends again and changes to the new color. It's just a real optical illusion. The back and front are identical. Same thing with the sleeves. Super soft, again, really super soft. I say that with every one of the yarns. I'm not going to show you something and say it feels like you know what, but anyways, we try to be really honest about things, and this is beautiful. Do you want to
Sure.
throw this on?
Sure. I found this necklace at the shop and I fell in love with it, but I almost feel like I have like a pot of gold around my neck. And every time that I move, I hear it.
Well, it's perfect for today. There's supposed to be a pot of gold today, isn't there?
Right? Right? Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Whoop.
So the design on this, because of the color changes, it's a longer body. So for those people that are a little bit taller or want things that are a little bit longer, this design is meant to be that way. If it's something that you want shorter, easy enough to adjust.
Yeah.
The solid parts can become smaller,
Yep.
or the center part. Personally, I wouldn't lose the center part because it's where the pretty color changes are, and it helps flow the colors up from bottom to top. But there's definitely ways to make it shorter.
This feels great. This feels really good. Look at all that fun texture.
And the color changes in this yarn. So this is one colorway of Mosaico. And then when you look online and you see all the colors, there's shades of blue. There's one that's purple. There's one that's greens, of course, but it's greens to purples. There's something for everybody in there. And the new patterns for it, there's a real classic jacket that almost looks double-breasted, only out of this yarn. And it was amazing, amazing, amazing.
Won't be disappointed.
No, there's always lots.
One of Karen's favorites.
There you go. Cute. If anybody needed a screenshot. Yeah, okay, just checking.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
And a brand new yarn, also from Lana Grossa, is a yarn called Campo. And last season, they did a cotton called 12, which means 12 in Italian. So it was like a 12 ply. This is half the width. So where 12 was worsted weight, this is DK in weight. It's another one of those yarns that weighs nothing. I can take this. And again, for those of you who travel, this will pack up and roll into something very small. Go in the corner of a suitcase, go in your purse, take it out, and you've got a coat. We did a real simple eyelet stitch.
I guess we don't need to do one.
So it's a yarn over, knit two together, couple rows of garter stitch, and they just alternate and continue the entire way.
Let me put it on for you, ladies. Oh, finger, sorry. Okay. Oh, this is cute.
Yeah, this is cute.
Cute.
Oh, really cute.
Yeah, that's great.
It's
Easy
one of the few
peasy.
things that we've done. So there's a raglan. Normally we do set-in sleeves or drop sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
This season, we've added a couple raglans, so they're a little more fit in the shoulder area.
Mhm.
And it also helps bring the design into play between the pieces. If you don't want more of a car coat length, because this comes mid-hip, it could easily be stopped wherever you want. Because it's knit from the bottom up, you go to the height that you want it on your body, and you start the armholes.
This feels nice.
It does.
This is
Looks
really, really-
great at that length, though.
I'm sorry?
It looks great at that length.
It does, yeah.
Well, but people like Karen, it'll be at her knees.
What's the name again?
I'm gonna read her underarm, sorry.
I'm clean.
It's called Campo Eyelet Coat. The yarn is Campo, C-A-M-P-O.
I took a shower. this
And it
morning.
takes, I'm not worried, I
Okay.
didn't, so it's been hard for you. It takes anywhere from 7 to 10 skeins, so 7, 8, 9, 10, depending on the size that you do.
This feels nice. This feels really nice.
Yep. It's another one that they're
Great
gonna
layering
plan because Dodici, they did new colors. It was last season, they did new colors this season. This will be this season, and next season, they will add more colors to it. So they're trying to put more yarns into the collection that will carry over from season to season. It's really hard for stores to buy a yarn that is
stitch.
gone within 6 months.
Yeah.
So
It's such a pretty stitch.
it is,
And this
Yeah.
really would be good, like, as you transition into the fall, too.
right.
Especially California.
It's also
Yeah,
a
you could wear
pattern,
something warmer underneath if you needed to.
right? If you know Ultimoto, I'm wearing Ultimoto cashmere fine. I love the elasticity in it. It's an amazing, amazing yarn, and it's been in their line for about 20 years. You love this design? After you do it in cotton, in AM cashmere fine, it would be gorgeous.
Yeah.
The drape will work. So it just depends on fiber content. It depends what you want to do. And there's nothing to say that you can't mix the two and stripe them. Do color on
Oh.
color and go from a cotton stripe to a wool blend. So there's always options, and we'll get you there.
Screenshot. Compo.
How many colors does this come in?
20,
Not 19.
Thank you.
not 19. Well, I could be wrong. I don't know, but it's at least 20.
A lot of beautiful colors.
Yeah, and gorgeous bright colors. There's fuchsia and purple and royal blue and the yummy green.
Mhm. All about green today.
Yep. So a new yarn from Trendsetter is called Facade.
Sunday night. wasn't it?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
And what we've done with it is a short row sweater. So it alternates 2 different colors. You can see short rows at the bottom, and then it gets a straight stripe, and then it gets short rows going in the opposite direction, a stripe, and then short rows. And what happens is because you have 2 short rows on one side and only one on the opposite side, it gets longer. It comes to a point on one side. It's really, really subtle, but it plays with the eyes. It changes the way that the yarns stripe on the body. So this uses 2 different colors. You can see that we love doing eyelet. So it's eyelet that separates the colors. You can also see the fun dye. So there's always multicolors in each, and they go from being dégradé, shaded, to multicolors. And every colorway has that same technique involved in it.
Here, let me put that on. Which way?
And that was our Sunday
Yeah.
night delight 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, this was Sunday Night Delight 2 weeks ago.
Dun. You know, I like especially is that because it is that little bit of a line, sorry, that line, but it's not obnoxious.
Mhm.
Like it's not so angled that you know, have to feel like you're walking by. No, that's cute.
It's just, it's all about being subtle in this design. It changes the way that the stripes go. The details are really easy. And the short rows are also really easy. You can use any style. I think in the pattern I wrote for you to do German short rows because that's the style that I do. But if you do wrap and turn or Japanese short rows or your own makeup technique, just make sure that the short row link goes away. That way you don't get additional holes.
Hmm.
And that way the eyelet shows as much as it does. So if you can do German short rows, it'll work, but they're all interchangeable in this kind of a
And that
design.
would be cute with a 3/4 length sleeve as well. Too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the sleeves can be longer. The only thing that wouldn't be easy to do about this is turn it into a coat. So
Keep it as a pullover.
yeah, keep it as a pullover. Too much work to change it into a cardigan.
It's a good one though. This feels nice as well.
Beautiful new yarn.
Yeah, pretty colors. Pretty, pretty.
The same yarn, I wanted to play with the way and the direction that the colors go. So this has worked. The top yoke is worked from sleeve to sleeve. This is your cast on. It goes all the way across. You create the neckline and you go to the opposite sleeve. And you're going to put stitch markers in place. And then you're going to pick up stitches, stitch marker to stitch marker, and work the body down. And what it does is it keeps the eye from going just across the body. The eye now sees colors in each direction. So it's really flattering on the body. You can decide how much extra you put on here. And the other option is if you like things more A-line. So we put what I call an air slit on the side. So hips can come through. You can also change needles. So if it starts from here and works down, you can start on a 5, go to a 6 and end at a 7 and let stitch gauge allow it to flare even more. It's a very feminine sweater. It is beautiful. And we're going to have Theresa try it on for you.
Oh, sorry. There we go. There we go. Oh, hey, Carrie. I have on my grandmother's lucky green ring and might not be lucky with the sweaters. There we go. It's twisted inside out. There we go. Okay.
Oh, that's cute too. Very
Real
cute.
cute.
A little longer for you. Just a
A
tid.
little bit, but you
Yeah.
can see, you know,
Yeah,
a
it's
little
very
hippie
cute.
action here. This side doesn't have the tag. You know, just a little, you know, little air vent, as you said.
Right. And it does give you the flexibility to make it any length that you want. You can decide how high you want the air vent so that you can still put your hands in pockets. It just gives you, I'm taking this off, still gives you some freedom.
Oh, wow, you're right. That is a good spot for
Turning my head.
pockets.
Yeah.
Okay. What was this?
So this is facade
So,
and it's multi-ribbed directional pullover.
okay, there we go. Lovely, lovely.
All right. What do I want to do next?
Got a little polka dotty, not polka dot, but like little confetti of color. It's so pretty.
So it's dyed, like we said, dégradé, so it shades in one family. And the polka dots part was done. So when they started doing sock yarns and they made interesting sock yarns and you saw the little dots of color in socks, that's
Yeah.
what they did. So it's part sock dye and part shaded dye.
That's fascinating.
Yep. And all
Cool.
at random so that you're not going to get the same stripe all the way
Playful.
across. Yeah.
Playful. Playful. Okay, cool.
And then what we're doing is when I started, I said they're transitioning a lot between fall, winter, and spring, summer. And this is one of the pieces that I did. And it's knit what we call ABC style. So it uses 3 different yarns. It uses Avio, Stride, and Kinsale. So you have every fiber within those 3 yarns.
It's a melting pot.
You've got different yarns that change in color and others that change in texture. And this is your cast on.
Mhm. Okay.
You cast on with A and you leave it. You join B and come across, join C and come across. So you have 3 balls of yarn attached. The one you just knit gets dropped. The color that's waiting for you gets picked up and comes across. And what we've done is just a really simple rib stitch. It's knit 7, purl 7. The edges are done in garter so that they don't roll.
Nice.
And 1 row is plain knit. So the only thing that you have to pattern is one side. Really, really easy. We started doing it, it was going to be a wrap. And as happens, I ran out of yarn. I was on vacation. I couldn't get more yarn. The yarn owner who can't get more yarn. It's very, very sad. They're going to write a book about me sometime. The yarn owner that had no yarn. So we threw some buttons on it and we turned it into a poncho. But I want to show you that it can be done, it can be worn multi-direction.
That's my cue.
Yep, strip.
Sorry. Okay. There you go. Oh, just ahead. Oh, this feels good too.
Yeah, very, very soft. So if you wear it with the buttons in the front, it almost looks like a cape.
Mhm.
And if you like shawl collars, you can take this and pull it up and create a shawl collar. It gives you the freedom to move. Nothing's trapped under here. So you've got
Drive my
freedom with your,
car.
exactly. And if you don't want it this way, or you're tired of it this way, or you're going to have dinner and you don't want.
You spilled something on it.
That's right.
Rotate. I have a new piece.
Look at it. How
And
cute
now
is
you
that?
have a poncho. So it's one piece that can be worn any direction. You can undo the buttons and you do have a wrap.
Mhm.
You would have to make it longer if you want it to really drape and fall, but it really could just be a wrap. And again, it's 3 yarns. It's Avio, Stride, and Kinsale. And the textures are really, what you're doing is creating a brand new yarn
Yeah.
based off of the blending of those 3 fibers.
And the 3 yarns
Mhm.
it's hard to imagine, but everything is in the right spot at the right time. It's magic.
It really does work. It'll become an addiction. We've been doing this for years now, and we've played with it just to play with color, odd balls of yarn. You know, we go in the store and we've got 3 balls of this dye lot and 3 of another. We can blend dye lots in. You can do anything you want with it. It's really a great design.
Yeah, this feels great on too. Walking around on the beach when it's a little chilly out. It's be nice.
All right.
Okay.
At the end, I'm gonna just go through because a lot of people have joined. Just make sure.
With
whether
Lana
they
Grossa.
have green on or not.
They have done, we're now up to over 200 different colors in silk hair. If you're not familiar with silk hair, it's skid mohair and silk. The 2 fibers are blended together, and it's what they call an intimate blend. So a lot of times you see yarns and they're twisted around each other and then dyed, and they can slip. They take the mohair and they brush the silk into the mohair before they create the yarn, so that there's nothing to slip and slide, and the luster from the silk is all the way through. And it really is a component yarn. It's a yarn that is meant to be knit with other things. But what they've done this season is double it, go up on a nice big needle, play with colors. And this coat is fantastic.
Definitely. Oh, and it's got
Again,
pockets.
It weighs nothing. The pockets are
Yeah,
in the
this
right
is so
spot. It's a
lightweight.
great length. So what they do is one color is carried all the way through, and you can't really see it in here, but it's beige. Okay, it's like ecru mohair is through every
Oh.
one of these. And then there's rust and yellow and toast and orange and kiwi. Everything has to be named after a food. You know, I can relate to food. So
Definitely.
it becomes
No
more
worries.
descriptive.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense because when I saw this originally, I thought, are those new colors? Are
Mhm.
those new colors? Because I don't remember any of them being tweeted like this.
Right.
But yeah,
And it
it's
actually
doubled with
gives you the
another color.
visual of, at the beginning of it, the 2 fibers were different. So they used the silk for the core and it
Mhm.
didn't dye with the mohair. So everything had a white core. In this
Right.
chance, they didn't.
This feels so nice.
So if you want a black base, you know, I did this for somebody the other day. It was a black
Ooh.
base with turquoise and fuchsia and purple and lime.
Happy.
Yeah, all
Oh,
electric.
that sounds too good to be true.
It is. It's really an amazing jacket and very, very fast. Super soft, feels really, really good.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, baby. Wow.
So somebody asked me the other day, what if they wanted it as a pullover? For me, it's really long as a pullover, but you can start it, keep the pockets. That's what they love.
Yeah.
And then you start your armhole when it's at the body length that you want.
Mhm.
So again, we're not reinventing the wheel, but you can take a classic and turn it into a different type of garment as well.
Yeah.
So this is, it's very descriptive. It says jacket.
Oh,
We didn't want to tax our brains in naming things. So it's from the lookbook. So Lana Grossa has a new lookbook. It's lookbook 16, it's pattern number 9, and it is done out of silk hair, and it is doubled. Double.
bigger needle.
Bigger need, get
Knit
it done.
faster.
And keeping in that vein, also, just pop that on her. Okay. Also, silk hair double. And this time they stayed in one color. And this is a glorious color. It's almost like faded denim,
Yeah.
but it is beautiful. And they went up to a really big needle. I think they're on a 10 needle. And they do this beautiful cabled pattern. But for the first time, for them, it's all one piece.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
no
yeah.
side seam. So when you cast on, it's front around the body to other front. And it's beautiful. It weighs nothing.
Well, and
And
the cable is in a rib stitch, so even on the inside,
Yep.
it shows pretty. Oh wow, the sleeves are long enough.
they had Theresa in mind when they were doing these things.
This is yummy, 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 yummy. This
What's
is
nice about it, because when
adorable.
you walk, it moves and it flares. It's really nice not having the side seams there. So if the jacket opens up, you don't have to worry about a seam showing.
Yeah, all the good stuff's
Yeah.
still available.
Gives it a gives it a really nice, almost like an A-line flare to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing that they did, because I have to critique everything, is I think they bound off too tight
A little tight.
so that it rolls a little bit. When I asked them about it, they said that's what they wanted. They wanted rolled fronts instead of perfectly straight because they were worried that it was going to dip down in the front, which can
Okay.
happen as well.
It's just kind of parts the sea as I'm walking.
And it could get buttons. So
It could.
the border is picked up and put on at the very end. So you could easily throw a button or 2 or 3 gorgeous buttons on there. So
Wow.
silk hair double. I think this, it's in a new pattern book that's not come out yet called Beloved Knits. It's in book number 3.
So just screenshot this one, ladies.
And what color is that one? You said you were going to say,
It's color number 202.
okay.
And it takes 8, 10, or 12 skeins. And this is 10. This is the medium. So one of the few things also that they put nice room in.
This is roomy because honestly, I'm a large.
Mhm.
It's okay. It is what it is. Never really been a small. It's okay. I'm just gonna teeter over them.
Do they pick up for the sleeves then? It looks, it's hard
Yeah,
to see.
the sleeves are separate.
So it could be a vest also.
Yeah, it could be a
Oh,
vest.
yeah.
It'd be a great vest.
Definitely.
Yep.
Mm.
And I'm not sure if they picked up and worked it down or did it separate.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of something there.
Yeah. Probably your option, depending if you want the jacket sitting on you as you do the sleeves, or you want them separate. But either way, the end result will be the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Good call. Just feels good.
Beautiful.
Lovely. Lovely.
All right. So many of you have knit with this yarn. Many of you have knit with it multiple times. Sophio, and it's called Sophio Cashmere. It is merino and cashmere. And what's neat about it is the construction. It has elastic as the core, and then the fiber doesn't get spun. It's raw fiber that's injected inside of the elastic. So what that means is it bounces and comes back. So your gauge is your gauge. The length is the length. It does not grow. It does not change size. We just decided to do something a little more classic. It's ribbed top and bottom, but there is nothing that feels like this yarn.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's, I call this yarn seductive.
That's well put.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. I've seen it knit looser and
Mhm.
this tension and it all feels good.
Yep. You do have options with this yarn of what kind of tension you want. I wanted this a little more solid, a little more boxy, and we weren't
It's
doing it in
cozy.
garter stitch. It is cozy.
Wow, I need this.
Mhm.
Well, walking out with this one. See a fun little detail at the top. The
What's really
yoke.
neat is that the ribbed detail, one of the few times we leave it on a holder. Normally we make sure that we bind off the stitches,
Okay.
but I wanted the rib to continue up into the ribbing on the neck. And so that we didn't have to pick it up and make it match. These stitches are kept on a holder,
Yeah.
and then these are decreases, and you just pick up into it and you make sure that you're doing one stitch for each.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's pretty.
Yeah, it is
makes a
beautiful. It's
difference.
all subtle details, but it's just a great pullover. Also, could be a cardigan. So if
Could
you're
be.
not,
Could be. Yeah.
not pullover, want a cardigan,
Mhm.
feels insane.
Yeah.
So
This is a must in the
Yeah.
wardrobe.
this is the Sophia ribbed yoke pullover, and I think it's got a
I have a
a
tag.
number. All right, this is pattern 6800 AA, Apple Apple. And it's got 5 different sizes. So it goes anywhere from a 38 up to probably a 65. So we've tried to add more
Everything.
sizes so that we've got something for everybody.
Is that a trendsetter pattern?
It is.
Mhm. Sorry.
So from Lana Grossa, probably the star of their season is a yarn called Cottonella. And they use Pima cotton. So it's top quality cotton. It's very, very special fiber. And instead of twisting it, because cotton can get hard, they brush the cotton and spin it light. And then it's chained.
It is so pretty.
And this is all one color combination. So it almost, I call it like a drip dye. The colors move and they change. It look like the pink drip down to here. And then it goes to a green, and then all the pink comes back. But this is one colorway. And it is beyond soft. This one's a wrap. It's a nice long wrap.
Mhm.
So that you can wear it just over your shoulders.
Oh yeah.
You can take it and put it shorter on one side and throw it up and over.
Look at this great color.
It's
I'm
long
sorry.
enough. It's long enough down the back that it hits mid back. So it's a really nice size. And it's 4 balls of yarn.
I could do this.
Yeah.
I could do this. I want this color.
The colors in this are incredible. So keep that on.
Okay, keeping it on.
I loved this stitch pattern from Lana Grossa. I love what it did to the color and the direction of the eye with the color. So we took the same stitch pattern
Reach you there. Sorry.
and made a t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
So this is one of the other color combinations. And you can see that front and back, the colors are all there, but they don't match. So please don't try to ensure that colors match. If you're somebody that has to have colors going around and they have to match, then cast on front and back and do the sweater circular. The nice part is that you have no purl rows, yay! But otherwise, if you want just a smaller piece and you want to knock it out, whatever happens, happens. You know, we don't walk around like this, so people don't see us.
Nobody
Our
really
side
comments
seams.
on that.
Yeah, I've
I
never
mean-
heard anyone say, oh my God, your side seams, the
Yeah.
colors don't match. But
Yeah.
anyways.
People complain more about my tags than anything. I mean, Trader
Yeah.
knows it's weird.
We put these things on and forget that they're on, and then we go to dinner or we go out somewhere and, you know, like Mini Pearl. We've got our tags on. Do you
Griffin-
know who Mini Pearl is? You're
I
way
do,
too young
I
for
do,
Mini
I do,
Pearl.
I've heard.
Okay.
No, Griffin got me the other day. 2 nights ago, we went out to dinner and I was wearing this necklace and I haven't bought it yet. And Griffin was like, Mom, what is that? And I'm like, what's what? And he goes, that thing right there. And it was my tag. And I'm like, oh, that's just a tag. Don't worry about that. Tags.
So one thing flares right into the other. The other thing I will say about it is that for this pattern, the original from Lana Grossa in their pattern book is the wrap. I've had enough people ask me for a scarf, and a lot of people have asked for a blanket. This would be an incredible throw on a
Right.
sofa. So the pattern's been added to. And in the one instruction, you could have a scarf, you could have the wrap, or you could have
That.
the blanket. So one of the other customers that I've talked to about this is they asked if the throw had to be only in one colorway. And the answer was no. So what they did is they bought 3 different colors and they're doing 3 panels and sewing them together. So
Okay.
it's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, the thing about this type of yarn that you have to remember is that depending on what the width is that you're
Mhm.
casting on is going to determine how big the chunks of color are.
Right.
If you cast on a whole blanket with one color, you're going to get baby stripes,
Right.
little skinny stripes.
All of these broad stripes are going to get that much smaller.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the beauty of this is just that soft but thick color change.
Right. And on that note, if you want to do the throw and you want it all in one, and you want it in one piece and one color, you can do a third of it with one ball, a third of it with a second ball, and a third of it with the third ball. You only have to twist them in the middle. No one's going to know but you,
Right.
but then the colors won't go all the way across. They'll sit and blend and just add another detail.
That could be
So
really
there's
pretty too.
other ways around every part of it.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
Colorissimo, arrows up, pullover, arrows up, wrap.
Screenshot.
Can you try on the pullover?
I really like my shawl, but yeah, I'll try that one too.
If she has to.
Twist my arm.
What book is the pattern in for the shawl?
It is in the lookbook. So it's the Lana Grossa lookbook number 16, and it's pattern number 28. And if you want something sized other than the wrap, let us know because it's a separate document. It's not included in the Lana Grossa book.
Okay, this is cute too.
Yeah. And this, 3 balls. That's down
Right.
to the end. So you can't have longer sleeves on this one,
Yes. Cute.
but a 4th ball. The pattern goes up to 5 skeins. It's never going to take more than 5 skeins. And the pattern's written for many, many sizes as well. But I love the design.
This feels
Was
so
asked
good.
yesterday, why do the arrows go up? And I want everyone to be looking up towards a face and not looking down towards anything below here.
What a silly
So-
question. Yeah, we always want to draw the attention to our pretty faces.
Right. And I loved what
Yes.
it did to the border. So it doesn't have a flat border. It's
Yeah,
got a
a little
little bit of a
scalloped.
waved scalloped border. Yeah.
Cute. And a little bit of a sleeve.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's also a neat pattern because once you've done a couple of rows, you're going to start to read your knitting. You're going to
Mhm.
see what's happening. The decrease stays the same all the way through.
Yeah,
It's
that
very,
that
very
line, yeah.
visual. And you can see that the yarn overs are moving in and the areas between become bigger. So you won't be tied to a piece of paper or to a chart after you get about that high. You'll be able to see it and read your knitting. So not a difficult pattern.
And I mean, you even have a couple of stitches in stockinette, so the seaming is easy to handle as well.
Yeah. Because the pattern multiple is pretty big. I think it's 16 or 22 stitches. It's a big multiple. In order for it to fit, there has to be some stockinette on the side. So it's all written into the pattern that way, and it tells you to put a marker, but it's a good pattern.
It's good stuff. Very soft.
And if you're still in love with Colorissimo,
Hmm.
this is the star of the season for Colorissimo. So this is 1 ball each of 6 different colors
Of the cottonella.
of cottonella. So it's the same yarn. You start by doing 2 rows each of 2 colors in the back,
Oh, sorry. My head's big.
and then you do 4 panels. So color A, color B, color C, and color D. And what's left gets used to stripe the sleeves and the collar. And so if a color runs out, you add a color. You've got tons of options in it, but it's 6 balls of yarn. And back to the feel, it's all about the drape. And if you're somebody who loves color,
Like I do. And a good stripe. Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
the collar folds over. It's not
over.
one of those tall little ones that disappear. This goes all the way down the front there's just drama in this sweater.
Good stuff. This is pretty. This is cute. Soft.
And all we did on these, there's 2 of them. So I'm blocking one of them. Same jacket, 2 different color combinations. And all I did, because I can be neurotic. Yeah.
What?
I know, shocking. So
Weird.
everyone who knows me knows that I can be neurotic. To not have to decide on colors, I go into our color room and all the broken bags are on the shelf, and I closed my eyes and I just at random grabbed 6 balls. Whatever they were, they were. The only time I had to make decisions is, what did I want where?
It's good stuff.
Yep.
This is just happy and pretty. It's beautiful.
So this is the Colorissimo striped cardigan, and something's
Cottonella.
going on. Cottonella, sorry.
Cottonella.
Cottonella.
Oh,
Sorry, my computer's going a little wackadoo at the moment.
and we're back.
In miniature. Oh,
It's okay. It's almost time anyways.
there we
You
go.
look fine on this end.
Okay, on our end, we became this big. It's going to continue to do this. All right. One other thing. So we love accessories. And we don't do a lot of crochet. So we've been asked to do some things in crochet. So this is 3 granny squares. They're done on
Brilliant.
point and sewn together. It's big, it's sturdy,
Oh, yeah.
and you can use it as a knitting bag. And we've used a
Okay.
handle that's long enough so that
Hey,
it can go cross body.
like it.
The yarn is recycled plastic bags. So we're also involved in doing yarns and things that will save the environment. So they use the plastic bags, they're collected, they're shredded, and they're spun into a new yarn and dyed. So it's shiny, it comes on cones, and it takes 3 cones each of 2 colors.
Pretty, huh?
Yeah. Love it.
If you're a fan of granny squares, you're going to do 3 boxes. They get sewn together on point, and you've
Cool.
got the purse.
It really is 3.
It is 3. Simple and easy.
Good stuff.
All right, kids, I'm done. I've shown you what I've got to show you. For me, thank you. Thank you for being here. It is an honor to be able to do this with you guys and with L'Atelier. So I'm going to turn it over to Theresa. I'm going to duck out and I'm just going to say, everybody, stay happy, healthy. Hope to see you in person. And if you have any questions on this, please reach out to them. And you can always reach out to me. For those of you like Theresa, we email back and forth all the time. You have a question, reach out. We'll make sure you get what you want. So, all right, everybody, I'm gone.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Barry.
Barry.
Thanks, Barry.